Hello everybody. 5 years ago, Elie Wiesel died, Wiesel, best known in America for being an academic, a political activist and a Holocaust survivor. His best known book, Night, describes his experience in the camps. And he gave a speech in 1999 in the presence of Bill Hillary Clinton and others, in which he talked about the way the people in the camps used to say to themselves, if only the wider world knew what was going on in here, they would do something about it. But he goes on to say he later discovered that the wider world did know, that the State Department and no doubt other governmental organisations in other countries were well aware of what was going on and still did nothing. And his speech is about indifference. It's called The Perils of Indifference. He says the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. The opposite of art is not ugly, it's indifference. The opposite of faith is not heresy, it's indifference. The opposite of life is not death, it's indifference. He saw indifference as the greatest of all evils. And it reminded me, him coming from the Jewish tradition, of a poem written in the Christian tradition by Stubart Kennedy, who was a pastor during the Great War. When Jesus came to Golgotha, they hanged him on a tree. They drave great nails through hands and feet and made a Calvary. They crowned him with a crown of thorns, red were his wounds and deep, for those were crude and cruel days, and human flesh was cheap. When Jesus came to Birmingham, they simply passed him by. They never hurt a hair of him, they only let him die. For men had grown more tender, they would not give him pain, they only just passed down the street and left him in the rain. Still Jesus cried, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And still it rained, the wintry rain that drenched him through and through. The crowds went home and left the streets without a soul to see. And Jesus crouched against a wall and cried for Calvary. And so from the Jewish tradition and from the Christian tradition, a reminder today not to be indifferent. How we respond to all the different things in our world that need speaking out against is a completely different matter. But the starting point for us all is to care and to act. And so today I'm going to review the ways in which I respond to the things I see around me that need changing and are causing pain and injustice.